What's going on, guys? Welcome in to week 5's host picks. Sorry, things aren't still not set up fully here for me, guys, but everything will be ready to go hopefully for next week's show. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into the picks this week. First game we've got, or actually let's go ahead and recap last week's picks. Last week we had four pickers go 2-1. 2 getting the upset, 2 not getting the upset. Dave and Swartzy both went 2-1 and got their upset to add 3 points to their totals. And Joe and myself both went 2-1 without upsets for 2 points added to the totals. JB going 1-2 with no upset, adding 1 point to his totals. And Q putting up that big old goose egg. No points, no wins last week. Overall, we're looking at Q at 4-8 with 1 upset with 5 points. JB at 5-7 with no upsets and 5 points. Big Dave and Joe both with 7-5 records and 2 upsets for 9 points. Myself at 9-3 overall with only 1 upset and 10 points. And Swartzy at 10-2 with 3 total upsets for a total of 13 points. So right now Swartzy is taking that lead. First game this week, we have Kansas City going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Kansas City, of course, taking their undefeated record into this game. Jacksonville should be undefeated, but lost a field goal game to Tennessee, who we'll see what they really are. We do have a few Jacksonville hats as my only Kansas City one, so you'll see this one quite often if Kansas City pops up. But yeah, we have some people are saying this could be an AFC title game preview, if you will. So we have this one going today. And first for Jacksonville, we have Q. And staying within his own AFC South division, we have Big Dave staying at Jacksonville. So that means we have Swartzy, of course, is going to pick his Chiefs every time. JB, myself, and Joe all on Kansas City. Again, that's Big Dave and Q. Swartzy, JB, D-Luck, and Joe all on Kansas City. Game 2 of the week. We're actually going to have a third game this week because of differences in lines. So, this is game 2. We have the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, this is not a preview of this year's NFC Championship game that we know of, but it is a rematch of last year's 38-7 win for the future champion Philadelphia Eagles. These, of course, both 2013 draft hats here. Now, we're going to start with Minnesota. Simple. Swartzy. It's the only one that believes that Minnesota can actually bounce back from that game last week in LA and go ahead and take care of the defending champs. Which means everyone else, myself, Joe, Big Dave, JB, and Q, all on the Philly train for this week. Looks like it's going to be an interesting week, especially since Swartzy has been picking all these games right. We're probably all screwed. Next up is the upsets. Again, staying in the AFC South. Looks like Big Dave is trying to put a little hex on Tennessee. He has picked the Buffalo Bills. Of course, this is the old school O.J. Simpson era Buffalo hat. But yeah, looks like he's a little bit of a Josh Allen believer there. Or, like I said, just hopes Tennessee loses this game. So, Buffalo going into Tennessee and picking up the win. I believe it's in Tennessee. I'm not 100% on that one. But that's Dave's upset. Our next one is a 3-teamer. 3 host picks. We have Swartzy, JB, and Q all believing in Swartzy's home state of the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this could be interesting. Of course, San Francisco still has C.J. Beathard playing, but he did almost take care of the Chargers last week, so we'll see. Looks like we have 3 guys that are firm believers that this will definitely be an upset, though. Lastly, like I said, we have a third game this week. Now, depending on where you look for your lines, things, of course, can be different. I found this line at a -1 for the other team, Joe found the line, -1 for my team. So, we're actually going to go ahead and go head-to-head on this one. The game I'm talking about is the Detroit Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. I found the Lions at a -1. He found the Packers at -1. So he is going with Detroit to pull off the upset, just as I did last week. And I'm going with Green Bay to pull off the upset based on the line that I found. So that's going to help, somebody catch somebody or pull away from somebody. We'll see what happens with that one. That'll be an interesting one because we do have rooting interests on both sides. That's it for this week, guys. Like I said, I'm just going to do a quick video. I'll be back hopefully this week with another show. Of course, keep watching all the other shows. Worst Collection Wednesdays with Joe on Wednesdays, Sports Day Thursdays on Thursdays, Big Dave when he does his Friday gigs, and of course Q on his Sunday night stuff. Like I said, I'm going to try to be back tomorrow night. If not, I'll definitely be back next Monday. So, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in.